Hello. Thank you for this privilege to stand before you guys today. Again, my name is Munira Edens. And a little bit about me. I'm a young mother, a proud young mother of 2 teenage boys. Right, we're from the Philadelphia area, mainly North Philadelphia. Right, we have North Philly in the building today. But we went to public schools. I actually graduated Temple University in 2007. Thank you. And I achieved my GED at that time. I had to drop out of school to try to provide for my family, to show my boys that it's okay. It's okay to struggle because it's a bigger outcome. So in 2007, when I graduated with my GED, I also achieved my Certified Nursing Assistant certification. Right. I worked in plenty of nursing homes, but in 2012, I found myself having to work at McDonald's. For $7.25 an hour, I worked hard to prove myself, to sustain a minimum wage job where my title was a cashier, but the duties that I performed there, I should have been the boss. You know, I was able to run a store. I had to filter oil. I had to buff, strip, and wax floors. Jobs that you don't even think that are at McDonald's. But that's what I had to go through. Wiping toilets, to have a job that is not even giving me 40 hours a week. So throughout my years of living, and actually at that time, the bigger issue was me being homeless. With my 2 boys, I was homeless, actually living in a park. Love Park. Anybody know Love Park? I actually slept there before they renovated it. I actually still will walk out this door and see people that I slept with. I was in a session not too long ago, and somebody was telling a story about knowing somebody else that slept in the car. How about being a person that actually slept in the car? How many people can say they've experienced that? Not many. Not many. So when I tell my story, it's from my heart. It's real. I actually still worry, and I think about these things on a daily basis. These 2 teenage boys that I'm scared to live in this city because they're black men, because it's so easy for them to be statistics. It hurts. So when people come and they share stories about what they've heard, that hurts as well, because I live it. I live it every day, all day. I may not make $7.25 anymore, thank God. That's a blessing, right? The worry doesn't stop there. I've been in my new residence a couple months. In the last 5 years, I've had to move at least 5 times, though. What kind of life is that? I may have a roof over my head now, but what about activities for my children? What about calming the worry in me for them to be successful? For them not to be frowned upon because of where they're from? So now today, I'm proud to say I'm the North Philly community organizer at 1PA. But it doesn't get easier. It actually gets harder. Because now I have standards that I have to uphold. I hold meetings and I talk to my neighbors, and when they come and they share their stories, it hurts that they think they're alone. It hurts that they think nobody else is going through those things. But when they share these stories, I feel the pain. I talked to one resident who is hurt because her rent has doubled from the previous owner. You know what she asked? Why? Why? She's now paying a water bill that she never ever had to pay before. And the only thing she wants to know is why. So we try to develop relationships with developers, people who know nothing about our city, people who come in and own handfuls of properties or maybe hundreds of properties. When I'm looking at my neighbors and my friends and my family, and we're praying to one day be homeowners. In a session I was in earlier, they asked about poverty. What does poverty look like? You want to know what poverty looks like? Poverty looks like achieving things and still worrying. Poverty looks like you feel like you're climbing the ladder and now you feel stuck again. Because you never know when you'll be pushed down that ladder, when you'll have to start all over again. That's what poverty looks like. Poverty is the fear that we have when we walk these streets. Because we know people are willing to do anything to provide for their family. I talked to another resident who had, her house was caught on fire in a house that she previously lived in. Now she moves into this new lovely home because it has fresh paint on the wall. But then she has it's like an extension cord where she plugs it in the wall and it's telling her that there's faulty wiring behind these walls. But her landlord put some new appliances in and now was able to charge her double the rent. Where is that right? Where is that humane? So when I have these encounters with our community members, it hurts. It hurts bad. We try to build relationships with people so that we can see change. I build relationships with people because I know we can make change. I've seen it done. I'm here and I'm standing here because I'm going to hold our elected leaders accountable. I'm here at 1PA because we pushed for legislation to be passed, because that's how you make a change. Is it or is it not? Is that how we're going to make a change? How about when are we going to make a change? We need to make a change now. We need to not wait. We're fighting to keep the land that we need to live on. This land was given to us, but we have to pay to lay our heads at night. Some people say, oh, well, okay, right? But what about these property taxes? It's okay, I don't mind. But when people can't afford their property taxes and now their homes go up on sheriff's sale, now they're losing their homes. Now the people that they care for and they take care of, now they're losing their homes. This is why we need to take down a system that was designed for us to fail. I'm honored to support the communities that I was raised in. But we have to hold our elected leaders accountable. We have to make a change. We have to stand together, and we have to do that now. So that's what we do. Let me tell you what I need you to do. I need everybody to support organizations like us, not just us. I need y'all to support these organizations just as much as you support the election. We support these elections, and then our elected leaders get in place, and they forget about who? the people who deal with these issues on an everyday basis. We are fighting to end displacement. You know why? It's mostly affecting our Black and brown communities. And these Black and brown communities, who are most of these people in these Black and brown communities that are affected? Single mothers like myself. Single mothers like myself. We need to not only hear from people who want to make a change, we need to hear from people who experience these life-changing events every day. We need to hear from the constituents of our communities. And that's me. That's my neighbors. These are the people we need to hear from. So while I thank you guys for coming, I do want to challenge you guys to something. I know a lot of people are not from here. I know a lot of people that come here stay in this vicinity. So you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, do you? So I challenge everybody in here, if you have not left this inner city, take a trip to that tonight. Go 5 miles. Matter of fact, make it 8. Go 8 miles away, whether it's north, whether it's south, and see what I'm talking about. It's in our streets. It's in these parks that they try to cover up. It's right in front of our faces. So thank y'all. I do want to say 1PA, we are having a fundraiser tonight from 5:30 at 1501 Cherry Street. We have some lovely 1PA members here. If you want to stand up. So support the fight. Don't just support it with your money. Support it by doing the challenge I gave you. See for yourselves. Because if I go to Kensington, where if you're from Philly, you know what I mean, there's tents up. It's not just adults living in those tents. Children are out there. And that hurts. So thank you. Show your support. We have tickets available. And also show your support by letting the constituents speak. Hear our experiences. Know how we feel. And because we know what we need. We know what we need. Enjoy your day.